abantwana besizwe konakala isizwe kaqaquluka imali ke ngoku sincela indaba zenu sifikile ke thina ke benikade nagxotha sifikile ke thina
Good morning. By virtue of the authority conferred on me as Vice-Chancellor, I now constitute this Assembly a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
Please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite Athabile Nokluba, a member of the SRC, to read the university dedication.
Thank you. Thank you. Amanda! Amanda! Nawethu! Graduator, mfundi graduator!
Graduator, mfundi, graduator! Members of the university, to the vice-chancellors, the DVCs, the professors, the doctors, the staff members, the students who are graduating today, the parents, the community of University of Cape Town, the workers on the ground, to all of you, I say good morning today. My job is very simple, is to read a statement of dedication. It goes as follows: at this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideas in a spirit of freedom and responsibility through consultation and debate. We are cognizant of our colonial foundation, and we reaffirm our commitment to decolonization and the building of an African university, which speaks to the lived realities of African people. Praise must go to the workers, our exploited parents in the kitchen, the ground staff, and all staff. The ground staff and all staff who continue to build the fabrics and nourish the values of UCT. To those of you who graduate today, we wish you courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university to learn and work elsewhere, may you be sustained by those values which unite us here today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and learning, our university, University of Cape Town. Isolate. Thank you.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, we are delighted to invite opera singer Bongani Kubeka to perform on today's ceremony. Please sit down. The vibrant South African College of Music is a jewel in the crown of UCT and at the forefront of music making in South Africa and internationally. The procession was led by Sky Dladla and the Black Roots Marimbas, who are preparing for their Sounds of Mukwa tour to Mozambique in August. The national anthem was accompanied by, on the organ by Alexios Vikatos. Pianist Ian Bothma accompanied Bongani Kubeka in the famous Torero song from the opera Carmen Bizet. Bongani recently returned from studying a master's in Wales. That is the opera singer. He just returned from Wales where he studied his master's. He completed his honors last year at UCT. And he has been invited to compete in the prestigious Concours Montreal competition in May. He's also in the title role in the upcoming opera Don Pasquale in the Baxter Theatre in August. Thank you very much for blessing us with your music. Fantastic. I can bet if you're not coming to UCT in the next 18 months, the next time you see them, you're going to have to pay. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, and families of graduates, step-parents, and anyone who helped pay UCT fees or gave a monthly stipend to our graduates, friends, partners, and lovers of graduates. There may also be students in the hall who are hoping to graduate soon, and people who just came to this ceremony to watch. Because like me, you are graduation junkies. Molweni, good morning. Hoya more. Sanbonani, Dumelang. I'm hoping that at some stage, some of you will respond. Tobela. Welcome to this graduation ceremony. Graduation is one of the most memorable events in anybody's life. It comes at the end of a long journey of hard work and balancing competing demands, trying tests and exam papers, and too many nights of staying up late to finish sometimes impossible assignments. So this ceremony represents your ability to overcome the many challenges that came your way during the past few years while you were studying here at UCT. Some of you may have had to help support your family financially, emotionally, or both while studying. Some of you may have had to take up part-time jobs to support yourselves through your studies. You are all heroes, and I applaud your strength and tenacity. So I hope you feel joyous this morning. It may be a quiet kind of joy, perhaps a tired kind of joy, or a shouting out loud kind of joy. Whatever kind of joy it is, I hope each of you finds genuine pleasure and satisfaction in your accomplishment. Who can forget the feeling of graduating, the feeling that at last the world is yours and the suffering is over, perhaps only for a while if you're planning to study further. But whether you're planning, you decide to study further or not, the confidence that comes with the achievement that a university degree represents will be there for you to draw on when you need it. So the importance of this graduation ceremony cannot be underestimated. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a right to feel elated. And so, as MC this morning, I'm saying to you, don't be shy to celebrate your achievement. Don't be shy to celebrate with your loved ones. This is your moment. Even though there are more than 100 people wearing black, it's always important to remember that this is not a funeral. It is a celebration. Celebration of people who've worked hard. And they're here. It's not easy to get this UCT degree. And here they are this morning getting it. So I encourage you to ululate and say your praise poems for your loved ones, because that's what we do as African people when we celebrate. We say our praise songs. And our praise songs essentially communicate who we are as a people. The rivers, the valleys, the mountains, and the animals we are associated with. What we stand for and how brave we are, how wise or how smart we are. And if you come from my family, it's also how beautiful you are. Well, you're probably sitting there and thinking, but where do these praise poems come from? Who composes them? Well, they are composed by Imbongi, praise singers, who are not only composers, but also orators of poems and praise. One of the most important roles of Imbongi is to offer critical commentary and narrative on the state of society through their izibongo. Here to offer a poem of praise and umbongo in honor of our graduates, their families and teachers, is artist and music education graduate Neliswa Sampi Mtunyelwa, also known as Sange. She's currently finishing her honors in music education here at UCT. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sange to bless us with her imbong.
Ifikile kaloku lo mini bikathi xola madoda kuthi benisizwe nenhlanga sizovuya sivuyisana kuthi matsingunqa ndomphele dityityimbe xa ndibona abazali abakhasi bemfundo yabo madoda ngathi ndiyazibona zompokotho zishukuxekile ngoba kaloku imfundo lo ifuna iqhoshe engenamntunja hleka isikhazo lugigitheke kuvele nelogqibela ngoba lo mqubu kadudutyela uvuthiwe yithi themba mqala uzawuginya hayi makwethu nasincuba khopho nina niphuma isandla nathi nanxibisa nesizwe nina nimabela abhonxileyo apho zonke ezintsana zincela khona ningumthombo mpompoza amanzi olwazi apho lonke ilizwe lisela khona phambili ngemfundo phambili phambili ngemfundo phambili ndiwagawule ndiwarhuqa madoda okagaba washo umntu omlambo uthithi kumsuthu umjobi uthikoloshe aphume enyatsula esithi nthili yoko nthintshe ntshe kuma nthili yoko nthintshe ntshe hayi nthili yoko nthintshe nthili yoko ma nthili yoko nthintshe ntshe hayi nthili yoko ma nthili yoko ma nthili yoko nthintshe
Thank you, Sange, for that moving poetry. Really appreciate it. Now I want to introduce our guest speaker this morning. And his name is Jonathan Shapiro, but known otherwise as Zapiro. Zapiro is South Africa's best known and most awarded cartoonist. He couldn't imagine a career in cartooning, so he studied architecture at the University of Cape Town. He couldn't imagine a career in architecture, so he tried switching to graphic design and promptly got conscripted. While in the army, he refused to bear arms and became active in 1983 in the newly formed United Democratic Front. His work as a cartoonist began in earnest with a wide range of political and progressive organizations. When the newspaper South began in 1987, he became its editorial cartoonist. He was detained by the security police in 1988, shortly after leaving on a Fulbright scholarship to study media arts at the School of Visual Arts in New York under comics masters Art Spiegelman, Will Eisner, and Harvey Kurtzman. Today, Zapiro is recognized nationally and internationally as an influential social commentator through his political cartooning. He works as the editorial cartoonist for the Daily Maverick. Previously, he was editorial cartoonist for the Sunday Times, and that's from 1998 to 2018, for the Mail and Guardian from 1994 to 2016, for the Times from 2009 to 2016, for Sowetan from 1994 to 2005, for Cape Argus from 1996 to 1997, and the Cape Times, the Star, the Mercury, and Pretoria News from 2005 to 2008. He has published 22 best-selling annuals, as well as the Mandela Files, Vuvuzela Nation, a collection of his sporting cartoons, and Democracy, a collection of his cartoons spanning the 20 years of South Africa's democracy. Zapiro has held solo cartoon exhibitions in New York, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Dakar, Sweden, and many in South Africa. He has won numerous international and South African awards and was voted one of the 50 most influential people in Africa by the magazine Jeune Afrique, and cited as one of the most influential Africans by New African magazine, London. He was celebrated as one of the 100 world-class South Africans by City Press, and he made the Credit Suisse 50 Movers and Shakers in Africa list. In 2016, he was listed as one of the top 10 cartoonists in the world by Top 10, an online lifestyle magazine in New York. He was honored for his contribution to press freedom and social commentary with the renaming of NY 106 as Zapiro Lane in the Name Your Hood campaign in Gugulethu, Cape Town. Among his many accolades, he also has 2 honorary doctorates in law and in literature. And we at UCT this morning are very fortunate to have Zapiro talk to us. Help me welcome him to the podium.
Thank you very much. When I accepted to speak here, I thought that I would do it as I normally do, which is speak with my cartoons. And I suddenly found out, and it was only yesterday, that that wasn't going to happen. And I kind of froze, because I normally speak with my cartoons. But I have been known to speak without them. It's just that as a cartoonist, there are always kind of exceptions made. And I suppose that's why I'm also standing here without a gown. I actually did graduate here properly as well, down the road. Not just the honorary doctorates, which I'm incredibly grateful for, but I did actually graduate with a Bachelor of Architectural Studies, during the dark days. It was 1982, in fact, when I graduated. But as you know, I didn't work as an architect. So yikes, what am I going to do without my cartoons? The point is, I need to provide some kind of meaning to you on a day like today. I mean, you're graduating, and what is it that I can say that will provide any meaning and that you won't just sort of forget as you walk out the door? That tends to be the kind of thing that could happen on graduation days. I think some of the older people think back and think, well, what do I remember from the graduation speech that somebody made? So I'm not sure if I can provide meaning now, but what I thought was interesting when I started thinking about that, and that was, of course, when I suddenly discovered that I wouldn't have the cartoons as the usual crutch that I have to provide a thread and a lot of laughs and a lot of real meaning. And that is that actually, I probably have been able to provide some meaning for some of you at some point. One of the things that happens when I do go out and speak, and it happens more and more often, as I say, usually with a great deal of backup, is that I think the thing that gives me the greatest pleasure wherever I go is young people, often a lot younger than you, come up to me and say, I just looked at your cartoon yesterday in my exam paper, or I looked at it in my history syllabus or English syllabus or life orientation, and indeed actually at university too. So some of the people your age, some postgraduates, something about the cartoons speaks to people. And as I say, that provides, the fact that there is meaning in something that I'm doing is what gives me meaning in my own life. I would imagine that many of you have encountered these cartoons somewhere along the line, and that hopefully that has provided some sort of meaning. When you see the cartoons, what did you think? I mean, I'm not expecting you to agree with me all the time. Absolutely not. In fact, a lot of the time I'm putting things out there that will be contested, because that is the nature of trying to actually engage in our society, is trying to do things that are contested, that are not the safe way, that are not the easy way. And I would hope that some of the cartoons you may have seen would have made you think. And some of them would make you laugh. Some of them would make you outraged. And the point about all of them, I think any good cartoon, whether it does any of those things, is that it has an element of surprise. Because communication often, really good communication often has that element of surprise. And the best humor is about surprise. The best form of communicating in cartoons is about surprise. There's always a twist, and there's always that way of trying to get people to see things in a different way. So, I hope that has happened when you've looked at some of the cartoons. And as I say, I wish I had them here to show you, because they do bring a different element to things. Today happens also to be April the 6th. So in terms of meaning for my own life, as I said, I've created this kind of parallel universe that somehow connects with reality, and people appear to find meaning in some of the things that I do. But in my own reality, April the 6th has huge significance. It's the day that my mother, Gaby, passed away exactly 18 years ago. She was a huge influence on me. And I often think about the fact that you need somebody, as it happens, both my parents were, but you need, if you're lucky, if you find yourself lucky enough to have parents who influence you powerfully, if you find one or two teachers in your junior school, in your primary school, you find one or two teachers in your high school, and hopefully a couple of lecturers at varsity that really bring meaning to your own life, it helps you find your direction. What that direction is another story, because it isn't always what you've studied exactly. You're going to find that, I'm absolutely sure. Very few people know what their direction is exactly. Some of you think you know, and believe me, the path to wherever you're going to get is probably a lot more circuitous than you think it's going to be. Even those of you who think you know exactly what you're going to do will probably find it'll change. Those of you who don't worry. Failure is a huge part of finding where you're going. But back to my mother. My mother, as an influence on me, she was somebody who opened my eyes to the injustices of what was happening as I grew up during apartheid. She was somebody who was a frustrated activist, somebody who wanted to be a real activist, and because of pressure within the family, and I'm sure many of you whose parents have been activists or who have become activists, you'll find that there is often family pressure to just keep it down a bit. But you need to do what you need to do. And my mother encouraged that in all of us. And when the United Democratic Front was formed in 1983, she aged 53, which is very late life for a full blooming activist. That's when she really became a fully fledged activist, along with a number of my siblings and myself. And my lodestone, what I look to when I think about values, when I think about principle, when I think about struggle, when I think about the most incredibly entertaining and inspiring time of my life, it actually, although my university studies in that time was good questioning time and I enjoyed some aspects of it, it was after university, it was during the 80s, that's where I found expression as someone who had studied architecture, had found that I was leaving that, and only found out afterwards I was getting a degree. I didn't know I was going to get a degree. They divided the degree in two as I left, and I found myself with a degree. Was then able to do postgraduate studies because I had a degree. So circumstances play an enormous part in it, but the thing that inspired me was becoming part of this egalitarian, ground-up movement that was the United Democratic Front. And my mother was so inspirational to so many people within the UDF and later within the ANC that they then named the ANC branch that is closest to us down the road. What used to be Claremont is now the Gaby Shapiro ANC branch. And I gather that there are a number of people here who are in that branch and who remember my mother and as well, and what she stood for, what she inspired in many people. So it's very powerfully significant for me today. Today also happens to be, it's not a particular date, April the 6th, but it happens to be the day that a guy who I see with a shower in his head is appearing in court. And in my little parallel universe, which is somehow intersected with reality to the point where a lot of other people seem to see that shower and give meaning to that. A lot of people feel very vindicated that he's appearing in court in Durban today. I often ask people, when do you think the first corruption cartoon is that I did of Jacob Zuma? I mean, anyone like hazards a year. I didn't hear that. Well, some people have said to me 2006, 5, whatever. 2002. That is when the corruption that has beset Jacob Zuma and our country went into the public domain. It was from earlier, from around 99 and even before, but that is when it happened. In 2002, it entered the public domain. Many of us who believe in the values that we encountered in the struggle have been fighting against that corruption for more than 15 years. And today we see him appearing in court, and obviously let the court take its course, but I have confidence in the judiciary actually, and I think it's going to go in a particular direction. That shower, I'll just say one or two more things, that in terms of that parallel universe, as I say, I feel genuinely fortunate that I've been able to find a path that I didn't expect. And that's what I think may happen to some of you, where if you do what you love, if you even if you take the risk and perhaps fail for a while. It happened to me for a long time. I spent 10 years making zero money, living hand to mouth, just doing things for organizations, and suddenly found myself able to make a living and actually make a career and speak to more people and find other people finding meaning in what I do. So I feel incredibly lucky, and I'm really hoping that that will happen for many of you if you choose to do what you really believe in, and find yourself lucky enough for that to intersect with what other people want to see from you. So that shower, I'll just tell you that there was a British rapper who was coming to South Africa, and people said to him, do you know anything about South Africa? I mean, do you know who the president is? And he said, isn't he the guy with the shower on his head? And wow. I mean, that's the way this thing can start to kind of be seen as symbolic. I'll tell you one more little episode where there's something in that parallel universe of mine which intersected, and that was from a long time earlier, from 1999, the day that Nelson Mandela delivered his final speech as president to Parliament. And I was lucky enough to attend Parliament that day, and he gave he wasn't an Obama-like speaker, but he spoke with, you felt the integrity and the principle and the wonder at what he represented. It was really amazing. Then went down the road to Fernwood Estate for the sort of after party, and I managed to smuggle in this, it went through the metal detectors, but the first puppet that we made for Zanus, some of you may be familiar with Zanus, I had a lot to do with it initially. They put this puppet through the metal detectors, and in it went, and it's a full-size head and the body, and I was walking around and saying, hello, how are you? And people were treating the puppet as if it was really Nelson Mandela. It was really fantastic. Then I got permission from Speaker of Parliament, then Speaker, to go up to Nelson Mandela and to actually present him with this puppet, which was quite an experience. I had to push past the bodyguards, and as I pushed past the bodyguards and approached him, he didn't know it was coming. I stuck the puppet's hand out, and he said, oh, I believe I've met this gentleman before. And it was, he really, as president, he had a fantastic sense of humor, but he also engaged with the satire that people like me were trying to do. He engaged with criticism, he engaged with satire. We've been through a very dark period in our country. It feels to me as if we've turned a corner. It really does, and I think it's fantastic for you that you're graduating at a time when hopefully you can feel hope again. Because for a long time, it felt to me as if hope, which is a huge part of what you need in your life as you go out there and try and find meaning, I felt hope was being dampened. And it feels to me as if there is more hope under very difficult circumstances that many of you have been through in your university career. As this university transforms, there's also now, I think, a lot more hope out there for the whole nation. And I think it's a fantastic time for you to take the bull by the horns, so to speak. Cyril Ramaphosa, and just go for it and really do it, despite the risks of potential failure for a while. Do what you believe in, even if it's not the path that you set yourself out to do initially. And I think that the whole country is on a path that where we can again tap into some of the values of Nelson Mandela. And good luck and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Zapiro. I think usually graduation speeches, graduates sit there and they wait for it to end. It's like a necessary evil. But when you have Zapiro, it is not. If you didn't get any message, I hope you got just this one thing, that failure may happen. But when it does, it's never the end. It may just be a reroute, go around, rethink, reimagine, and it might come out, the outcome might be even bigger than you thought. like it happened in his case. So thank you very much for the speech. But here's the thing that I didn't clear with you, Zapiro, when we started. What happens here stays here. We don't want to see it on any of your cartoons. Deal? Deal. So ladies and gentlemen, you are safe. You can relax. Anything that happens here is not going to end up on Zapiro's cartoons. This is our celebration, and we're going to express ourselves because he's not going to do that to us. But please join me in thanking Zapiro for the wonderful speech. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now hand over to you for the presentation of the graduating class.
Thank you. Let me add my appreciation to our guest speaker. We now move to the ceremony of conferring degrees. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I admit to the degree specified the candidates who are recorded in the program as graduating in absentia. I shall now admit to the degree specified the candidates who will be presented to me by the deans of the faculty.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Tahira Abrahams. Yana Winnie Abrahams. Danielle Nicole Abrahamson. Jamie Lee Adams. Robin Claire Adams. Sipiwa Kukle Adams. Mohammed Riyad Adamson. Esther Oluwade Madilola Aduwomi. Andrea Florence Alexander. With distinction in international relations, Alexandra Sofia Amala. Lorenzo Daniel Andrews. Kendra Archery. Nicole Leanne Aronson. Monde Zwelibanzi Arons. Alexia Alice Margaret Arquez. James Milne Badenhorst. Rutendo Bamhare. Oliver Michael Bath. Kayla Sarah Beer. Asizisipo Badar. Tatum Ashley Beppo. Shalmane Chanel Burkus. Precious Sharon Sinovuyo Bikicha. Sibongile Lita Biko. Kimberly Vanessa Blake. Taylor Georgia Bluff. Georgina Blumiers. Claudia Therese Blythe. Jessica Frances Bobbitt. With distinction in social anthropology, Serena Maria Bohm. Lelona Bui. Maria Bui. Sumona Bose. Siabulela Boto. Jessica Sarah Brown. Awande Mlondolosi Kiabetswe Buthelezi. Ashton Carmel Campbell. Jonathan Thomas Canard. Claire Ann Carlyle. Samika Carlson. Sade Carpenter. Jaron David Carter. Zurina Kasim. Taylor Shante Surf. Vimbanashe Crystal Chamisa. Chingtung Clint Chang. Yu Wei Wayne Chang. with distinction in organizational psychology, and the degree with distinction, Simran Charania. Annalisa Chiliba. Tanatswa Chimenya. Chawezi Solomon Chirwa. Takudzwa Chitima. Jesse Clark McLeod. Shante Lee Kluter. Annaline Kutsia. Zelri Kutsia. Daniel Charles Coleman. Kashifa Kottel. Rachel Sophia Weinronk Coxon. Regan Lara Crew. Brian Nicole Kroos. Danielle Jolina Crowe. Amber Jo Daniels. With distinction in social anthropology, Jade Gita Daniels. Zara Davids. Melanie Dawes. Gillian De Beer. Robin Colleen Deardat. Nicole Kim de Kock. Nicole Merle Delure. Francis David Eve Chernovitz de Satka. Kirsten de Fink. Kim Ann Dingwall. With distinction in economic history and sociology and the degree with distinction, Daniel Simon Dix. Aneme Dlamini. Nolwazi Nomvuyo Dlamini. And Isiwe Dlangamantla. Zara Dolly. Radia Doubt. Marble Juliet Dubé. With distinction in psychology, Bryony Lynn Dunkley. Zizipo Diakopu. With distinction in psychology and the degree with distinction, Bryony Nicole Dysel. Akila Edwards. With distinction in linguistics and psychology and the degree with distinction, Sarah Lee Erasmus. Annabelle Lee Fenton. Ashley Fishoff. Lauren Fonto. Brindley Fortain. Ethan Dominique Fortain. Jane Heather Foxcroft. Zara Francis. Melissa Frank. With distinction in gender studies, Deswin Luke France. With distinction in psychology and sociology and the degree with distinction, Carmen Nicole Fromka. With distinction in international relations, Emma Jane Fuller. Rikshay Ganashan. Tilda Migliagazzi. Gabrielle Samantha Gibbs. With distinction in social anthropology, Gina May Duke Gilpin. With distinction in psychology and sociology, and the degree with distinction, Monica Sarah Homans. Gabriela Isabel Gonçalves. Zayan Ghulam Nabi. Melissa Gous. Kim Lee Groenemeyer. Bongeka Immaculate Gumede. Tanya Radzwa Abigail Allison Guazira. Deborah Harasanka. Dacha Hassan. Oliver Campbell Haythorne. Brett Johan Hatting. Sarah Catherine Harvinkles. Jessica Bow Hazlitt Hurd. Genevieve Chantal Heath. Nabila Hendricks. Charlize Lynn Hendricks. With distinction in psychology, Lassa Herdian. Laura Natasha Haynes. Khadija Hussain. Aidan Jonathan Horn. Daniel Lee Horvitz. With distinction in Chinese studies, Jean-Pierre Huang. Amira Ishmael. Gabriella Jacobs. Daniil Jagas. With distinction in sociology, Kate James. With distinction in sociology, Rosalinda Katerina Janowski. Christine Lee Janse van Vuren. Jonathan Alistair Jays. Rupa Jeevan. Cameron Ian Jeffrey. Nomvamo Jim. Lucia Johnson. Zoe Taylor Johnson. Siasanga Jonas. With distinction in linguistics, Haley Jones. Robin Chelsea Josias. Monique Erin Julius. Bibi Shafa Jungli. Kelvin Mudziviri Kamwendo. With distinction in gender studies, Alexia Ariadne Kaplan. Geraldine Titani Katunga. Seamus O'Connell Kerr. Courtney Kirsten Kemp. Anna Tara Kent. Suhail Ahmed Khan. Sipasichle Koza. Akona Kumalo. Justine Klein. Nosomi Kotobe. Nicola Kotza. With distinction in public policy and administration, Zina Cruz van den Heerfer. Lungile Tando Constantia Kubeka. Kanyasile Kumalo. Hadassah Christine Lang. Samantha Nicole Land. Jodie Sasha Lawrence. Shabani Lengani. With distinction in psychology, Nicholas Michael Leon. Gabriela Maria Leroux. Machlodi Jamina Letzi. Tennille Jade Liddle.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Kia Chandre Mans. Caitlin Page McGregor. Jessica May McRobert. Theodora Nkobile Madela. Unati Madinga. With distinction in Xhosa communication, Makawe Jr. Madonsela. Tanya Tinswalo Magaisa. Namsha Magwaka. Lutfia Ashraf Mohammed. Sonia Mason. Lungisa Nokwazi Nosipu Majola. Unati Makalima. Nozipo Naomi Makatini. Lindiwe E. Florence Malaba. Komolemo Korapetsi Malau. Sandisiwe Penelope Malenga. Marie Cheyenne Jessica Malila. Utman Adnan Manan. Kudzaisha Nayasha Manase. Chediso Mankope. Dineo Abigail Mapanzela. Reino Manuel Mapue. Sibenkosi Makula. Lebohang Pabalo Lasejo Maragelo. With distinction in psychology and sociology, Shanae Murray. Aurora Maria Macropoulos. Diana Rubizai Masaire. Celine Intobiencle Marcellini. With distinction in English language and literature, Cepiso Tengiwe Dimitra Marcellini. Naledi Tuto Masilo. Farello Brandi Mazzila. Chumani Makwele. Could I have quiet peace for the next candidate? Tamsanqua Mteteleli May. Mongeze Mbeche. Daneo Juliet Mbewu. Steve Mbiza. Ora Yombo Mbolela. Emma Jane McAlpin. With distinction in psychology, Brittany Miranda McCreef. Robert William McGregor. With distinction in organizational psychology and the degree with distinction, Alexandra Lauren McHale. Sipiwe Siklia Chumili Lonele Mda. Sipe Sikli Moesham Dabula. Apele Mdoda. Sibakle Vuyolwetu Milani. With distinction in Spanish, Camila Jo Manel Miranda. Tristan Mayer. Isa Yangam Gele. Matthew Ives Miller. Claire Louise Elizabeth Millward. Sarah Faith Millward. Linda Kukle Patricia Mkize. Sibu Sisiwe Nalisa Mkize. Lucanyo Mfundo Mkula. Masikole Mlandu. Mai Bongben Kube. Ketiwe Mganga. Andile Boginkosi Mgoma. Zanele Mgometulu. Asisipum Naninzeli. Mokeseng Giovanna Ratile Moema. Le Sejo Matabo Mwepie. Sinta Cynthia Mafokeng. Donna Lee Mohammed. Muammar Mohammed. Alia Mohedin. Agrinate Nobukle Mokhlala. Mosetlo Timokatso Mokoshi. Dimpo Molatelli. Brett Ashley Morgan Efstratiu. Neo Gift Mosala. Chelsea Moses. Yamin Motala. Marketa Rebotile Motlante. Dumicilia Lynn Moyo. Kalel Wamkwati. Sikulile Mshengu. Anele Msomi. Kululwa Cornelia Mti. Njaka Lucy Mtetwene. Sibulele MT. Takudzwanashe Edward Mudzuri. Bimbanashe Mukaro. Clive Mukubvu. Samuel Kalonde Mutuna. Simon Shula Mwila. For the degree of Bachelor of Social Work, Tasneem Abdo. Judith Fatai Bernard. Siposetu Bota. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Emma Janet Campbell. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Mallory Chidabayensi. Ruvimbo Valerie Chigwanda. Grace Claire Diaga. Alison Ann Dollery. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Jessica Mary Nobubele Frame. Ruvimbo Rotendo Hamadziripi. With distinction in studies in social work, Abigail Watanai Hlomai. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Alexandra Howarth. With distinction in studies in social work, Shelley Ann Johnson. Cheryl Colette Lobser. Silas George Lobser. Tatum Janine Lowe. Ellen Wilhelmina Ludsky. Zahra Mayal. Bafikile Maluleke. Kirsten Lee Marchant. With distinction in studies and social work, Hayley Amanda McDougall. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Janine Megan Mellish. With distinction in studies in social work and the degree with distinction, Miriam Sinimatamba Mkize. Carbonina Almarie Mtambu. Danielle Denise Paidamoyo Mutseriwa. Blessings Ndlovu. Kakamba Nkabecha. Fatima Patterson. With distinction in studies and social work and the degree with distinction, Shehani Pramoja Pereira. Davini Jean Simon. Maita Sequela. Leila Slamdian. Nonkululeko Portia Tiulu. For the degree of Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology, Tato Letsatsi. With distinction, Byron Charles Schwartz. In documentary arts, Roseanne Susan Engel. In historical studies, with distinction, Catherine Mary Rawson. In language, literature, and modernity, with distinction, Laura Robin Barnard. In linguistics, with distinction, Gustav Nyambi Mbeha. In media studies, Jenna Lynn Förster. For the degree of Master of Philosophy in African Studies, Nkululeko Hudson Mona. In digital curation, Fabian Simasiku Kapepiso.
First, let's give one huge round of applause for our brilliant graduates and what they've achieved. We are so proud of you, and you will be ambassadors for the university as you go out into the world. And UCT will be judged, its reputation will be made by how people see you, the values you espouse, the quality of your work, and we have confidence that you're going to do us proud. I'm sure you want to show your appreciation to your loved ones in the audience who have supported you financially and emotionally and psychologically for the last many years while you've been studying. And so I invite you, graduates, stand up, make eye contact with your loved ones in the audience, wave those scrolls and shout your appreciation to them. But to get to where you are, you also, I'm sure, recognize the importance and contribution of your teachers and faculty and professors who are represented by the Platform Party, and I invite you to show your appreciation to them too. A university is only as good as its brains trust, represented by the Platform Party and the faculty, and they are internationally renowned teachers, professors, researchers, and they make this university so great. But I should say that we have about 1,300 academics and another 3,500 administrative and support staff who make sure that this university runs, that the student experience is a brilliant experience. They run the disability services, they run the financial aid, they run the residences, cleaning and catering in the residences. They run this graduation. The faculty officers make sure that the exam results and the graduations all happen as they should. And so I invite you to show your appreciation to our administrative and support staff who make this university a great university. As you graduate, you join a really distinguished community of alumni in South Africa, in the continent, and all over the world. You would have heard, ladies and gentlemen, as the names were read out, how many of our students come from other African countries, and we are so proud of them. We're proud of those networks. And when we have chapters in most of the capital cities of the continent now, when you go back, or if you're posted by your company to work in Lagos or in Nairobi, you will find a UCT chapter of alumni that provide you with an immediate network, social network, and work network. But for that to happen, we need to know where you're living and your addresses so that we can connect with you. And so I urge you to keep in touch with us as part of the convocation of this university. You'll also have the privilege of voting for members of the council, the governing body, which manages and ensures that the standards and reputation of the university are maintained as high as they are, but we can only do that if we can send you the electoral ballots to participate. So please do keep in touch with us and go out, make us proud, change the world. Congratulations, this is your day. Have a wonderful celebration.
This was a wonderful ceremony, wasn't it? It's a highlight of our year every year. Graduations is the highlight. When you come into the university at the beginning of the year, you start a journey with us. I promise you, all we're looking forward to is this day. And so we're proud of you, and congratulations again on the wonderful achievements. But before you leave, let me say to you that there's no doubt that here at UCT, we offer excellent education. Not only do we recruit the best students, we offer excellent education, but the truth is that you, the graduating class of today, is graduating into an incredibly challenging and rapidly changing world. And so a question that you and I might want to consider as we leave the hall is how we as a university could possibly have prepared you for the multiple and unforeseeable challenges that await you out there. My hope is that we've done so, prepared you for that world by giving you 3 gifts: knowledge, vision, and courage. So more than anything, I hope that your studying here at UCT has given you the encouragement to unleash your vision, because it is not enough to know the world as it is. University education is meant to equip you with the ability to imagine the world as it might be. Not only to complain or to toy about what's wrong with the world, but you must also be able to glimpse the possibilities of change, of improvement, and of the great country or world we all yearn to inhabit. You see, without vision of what might be and of what must be, you'll be condemned to inhabit a world that is dull, anonymous, and fateful. So you must simultaneously know how things actually are, etched with the clarity to the facts. And you must always also be able to imagine things as they might be. But vision must be motivated. You must have a reason to look up from your books, from your career, and from your daily life, and to ask why things can or should be different. And I hope that studying at UCT has offered you such motivation so that you will not die with your options open. I hope that during your time here at UCT, you have experienced outrage and concomitant conviction that things must change for the better. I hope that during your time here at UCT, you've been forced to ask difficult questions about yourself, your country, and your world. I hope that the education that you have received here has made you see things that you could not previously have imagined, and now, things that you cannot now tolerate. That is what good university education should do. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's meant to make you uncomfortable. And sometimes it's meant to unleash outrage out of you so that you can do something about it. I hope that UCT has endowed you with a vision to see the pain that sometimes comes with our hard-earned democracy, and to have acquired an internal conviction that you must make it better. Not anyone else, but you must make it better. So go out there and take up the challenge to become leaders in your chosen fields. But let me tell you, it will not be easy. This constantly changing world of ours is not easy. So you will no doubt face insoluble problems. But it is the wish of all of us here on stage that you may encounter the unimaginable adventures that lie before you with verve and intelligence, with unfailing self-respect, and with moral courage. After all, you are a UCT graduate. You are made to lead. So go out there, do your thing, and make our country and our world a better place to live in. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I request that you remain standing to allow the procession to leave the hall. Graduates, please join the procession as it leaves the hall and proceed to the bottom of the stairs. I promise you I'll be there. Selfies are still free. It's your special day after all. And we invite you, all the graduates and their families, to join us for some refreshments in the Leslie building. I request that you please stand for the Vice-Chancellor to dissolve the congregation.
By virtue of the authority conferred on me as Vice-Chancellor, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.